Hi there, I thought I showed you what to do when you are left with all this. That extra end that you no longer needed for that project you were working on. So since the beginning, my mom taught me how to wind it on my hand. So the way she taught me was to get the end, loop it around my thumb, and then over my pinky, wrap around, and then just do this. Just do this for however long it took to wrap around whatever yarn was left. So I did this for so long, for so many years. And one time, at the time my brother was living in Seattle and I went to go visit him, and there was this small yarn store, and I was so excited. I'm like, I gotta go there. And because I really haven't been to a small yarn shop, I only have visited here Michael's or Joann's. So I thought, well, today is the day. And I went, and then I saw at the end of the store, I saw this crazy web contraption on the table, and I'm like, what the heck is that? So she told me it was a yarn winder for the schemes, and how to make, that's how she would make the cakes. So I was like, well, I want that, but I can't have that giant thing at home. And after doing some searching, I found this winder from Knit Picks. Check it out. It looks hella crazy and kind of like, what the heck do I do with this? But it turns out it's pretty easy. So what you do, you need a table, and you gotta fasten this up to whatever height your table is. Once you're locked in place, what you do is you grab thread and you gotta loop it around this. So let me see, you go up and around that loop and down and up again, so that way it comes through like so. Once you have that, you come to the slits here and you loop it around. Well, no, you hook it up in there, and I like to leave a long end so I can go ahead and it doesn't fly off as I start winding. So once I'm all set like that, I just start turning the handle and it starts spinning around. Now this would be a very loose example of a cake, but because it's not set on the table and I'm not winding like crazy, but at the end it leaves you this really tight, really neat cake like this one. So what I've done is, when it's my last thread of that color, I like to wrap the paper that it was wrapped in. I like to put it in the middle, so that way if I need it for another project, I just pull it out and go search for it and get more. But what I love about this is that little end that we tucked in the middle in the beginning, you can easily pull up, and then you can start working from the center out. And that's my little tip of the day. I hope it helps. Or you can always go back to hand winding like this one, which there's nothing wrong with that. I still do it from time to time depending on the size. If I don't want to make if the cake I know it's going to be very small, then I just rather wind it like this and just call it a day. Well, anyway, have a great day.